Hello, everyone. I wasn't sure when I was getting on, so I started early. I said it late because I wasn't sure um, about my timing because food and cooking and blah 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 blah. But that got done early, so yeah. Now it starts sushi. Now we start. Hey Paul. Hey No Name. Sushi. Hello. BMC over on the other chat. Hello. Let me get all the way into here. All the way in. And Lainey, hello. We are rolling, guys. Okay. Or don't, just do weird stuff. Okay, there we go. That's not what I meant to click. There it is. All right. Hello, Lainey. Hey, Cabin. We are up. We are rolling. We are cruising. Oh, everybody, what was in the news today? Anybody want to help me out and remind me what was in the news today? A lot of random stuff, as per usual. Hey, Anima. Oh, I forgot about that. I really need to update this. Okay. So we had, and thank you, Paul, for the 2. I can't put it up on the chat because he sent it before I got started, but thank you. Yeah, I'm early. Incognito, hello. Yoshi, hello. Dawn, hey Dawn, you made it over to the tubes. Nice, hello. Yes, the Louvre was robbed yesterday. I thought that was pretty interesting. Hey Eric, Charlie, 411, Scarlett, hello. Corey, what's up, my friend? Eric, the cats are deciding to just not be in the room, so. Oh, yes, Winston, good point. Hello, Winston. The demolition of the east wing of the White House for the ballroom. Hey, Twista. Yeah, yeah, we have a bunch of interesting things occurring today, So, or just not really interesting, but just small one-off oddities. So we'll see how that works. Oh, Scarlett, thank you so much for the 10 to start us off. We are counting down now to the birthday. We're getting there. We're getting there. Hey, Bishop. 2A news, are you referring to the news about restricting it to individuals that use recreational Mary Jane? Oh, okay. Yeah, should definitely pen him a thank you letter. You got that right. You got that right, my man. Yes, W Scarlet in the chat for the Blue app. Definitely appreciate that. Hey, Lady X. Oh, I missed a couple people coming in. Hello, everyone. So sorry. It's Monday. I'm gonna act like it's a Monday because it definitely is. Oh, I don't agree with you. That's called sarcasm. See, actually, I'm glad that that occurred, right? So I bring this up because there was somebody yesterday that said sarcasm is common sense. And apparently, Go Vols could not figure out that I was being sarcastic. So thank you for proving a point that sarcasm is not common sense. Mind you, this was a MAGA live that said it, so that makes sense. You know what I mean? Oh, thanks. Thank you, Pink Doll. I appreciate that. I know, my hair is definitely getting longer. Hey, Chris. Yeah, my hair is just growing out, and I don't know how long I'll let it grow out for. Got a new scorpion. Okay. I got you. I got you. Good time zone, everyone. It's called a dry joke. Well, Ernest, it's still the point that it's not common sense like somebody claimed. My friend Scorpion had babies and she gave you one for free. Okay. W Scorpions for Walosi. I don't know how to think about that one. Oh, yeah, Vols? Is that what you think? Okay, Vols. Sure. It's always funny, and I'm gonna 1 second, guys. It's always hilarious when the anonymous profiles say stupid shit. Like, put your picture on your profile instead of being anonymous PFP. You gonna do it? I bet you won't. Vols, go change your profile picture. Are you still there? Knock, knock. Hello. Oh, no, it's okay, Lady X. I'm just gonna make fun of him. Because, see, the difference is, I get on camera every single day. But he is too afraid to put a picture up of himself. But wants to try to insult me. I know, Chris, you're awesome. Just because he failed to understand sarcasm. Which sounds like a him problem. Oh, Vols, you wish I was that way, that much. Hey, Vols, I want to give you a hint, okay? For real. All right, let's go ahead and open this up. Sorry, sir. What fat do you see over here? No, user, I'm 4'10". Just so you know, I'm quite short. That's 100%. I'm quite short. Like, that is not even a question. Like, my height isn't questionable. It is a fact. That was like the weakest insult attempt I have ever seen. That was literally the weakest one.
You're awesome.
Thank you for the good mystical magical Monday, everyone. Hopefully everyone is well, and remember those hydration and snacks. You got it. We also have Dawn. Thank you so much, Dawn, for the 20. I appreciate that so much. Can we get some W Dawns over in the chat? Yes, the Hong Kong. Honk honk. Fuck. Oh my god. It should be honk honk, Chris. Thank you, Dawn, so much. Some color. Missing so much. Oh, of course, Aslan. I'm glad I could. Who knows? considering that it's also was an illogical statement that cannot happen, how would it cover a stain on my arm when this has been in existence for 2 years? Your literal 4th grade insults are like really low. But we do have the phone lines open. Yeah, I know it's all you got. It's about as far as it can get him. I know the white. Yeah, the white is completely gone. Well, it might be. It's barely there, Walosi. Like the white on mine is like barely there. It looks more skin tone on me anymore. Hey, Jess. Nice for the. Thank you for the first chat. Line work isn't too phrasy that the shape will fade too. I mean, I don't know, Bishop. I'm good. I hope you're good, Jess. Hey, Phantom. All right. So, how does everybody feel about Donald Trump and the White House demolishing the East Wing for his ballroom that no one asked for? Does anybody have any like real opinions on that? It does need touched up. Like, I'll give it that much, Moose. The majority of mine do. Oh, yes, Hannibal, I would love to. I actually literally am right now. And we'll get there. If someone calls in, the phone lines are completely open right now. But I guess all of the people are hiding. I don't know. I don't know, Bishop. But yeah, so he's like, let's demolish this for the ballroom that nobody asked for. Okay, so let's pull this up. Let's figure out what else. What else has all happened? Oh yes, the truth of the matter is that a split appellate court did allow Donald Trump to continue his deployment of the National Guard in Portland. That was coming. Like, there was always going to be at least one court on the way up to the Supreme Court that was going to allow it to happen. So that does not surprise me, you know. Is it a good thing? Nah, but it also was 100% expected. I mean, come on, it happened for the California National Guard. Yes, Giggles, there was actually. All over the place. Thank you. Which vote would that be, Scotty? Yeah, the White House is supposed to be the house of the people, not just where the president lives. So that is true. Oh yeah. Also, Trump once again, right? So I knew this was going to happen. Okay. So I knew this. So when Donald Trump first went last month and was like, hey, Ukraine can 100% take back their land from Russia, right? What I knew was going to happen did in fact happen. He was going to have one good conversation with Putin, and then yield to Putin again, where now he's telling Zelensky once again, you got to cede land. Let's meet Putin's demands, and it just happens every time. It just literally continues to happen. Hi, how old are you?
25.
And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay, what has you questioning your support in Donald Trump or the MAGA movement today?
I see mega support hotline. Oh, am I supposed to be like not am I supposed to be on here not liking him?
No, I'm asking you. Like, I'm only looking for Trump supporters.
Oh
So,
yeah,
no,
I'm a
you
Trump
answered
supporter.
it
Well,
correctly, but now the next follow-up question is, what has you questioning your support in Donald Trump or the MAGA movement today?
nothing.
Okay. Tell me 3 lies that Donald Trump has told since he was inaugurated into office.
That he would solve the Ukraine-Russia war right away.
Nope,
Didn't do
that was,
that.
sorry, I said inaugurated into office. That was his campaign promise. Those are not the same.
Oh, maybe that he would lower health insurance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's done that.
No, he hasn't really said that he was going to lower health insurance. He just declared that it is lower, and so therefore it is according to Donald Trump.
Okay, sure. So lie number 1.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I don't know. Can you give me 2?
Come on, buddy. I know you can do it. You
I
did good
can't.
so far. You
I
can't.
tried. I genuinely tried. So give me 2, and I'll agree or disagree with them. But I most likely will agree because I know he lies. That's a fact.
Okay. 90 deals
But
and
I
90.
think Kamala would lie more. So
I don't really care about your whataboutisms.
sure.
So 90 deals in 90 days.
90 deals, 90 days. Sure. If he didn't get to 90 in 90 days, I'll put a lie down for him.
He didn't even get to 1.
Ah, shit. Maybe next
Yeah.
time. Yeah. So put that lie down.
90 deals, 90 days. Okay. Tariffs are paid by the foreign government.
Put a lie down for that.
Yeah. So where would you like to start on those 3?
I don't have any problems with those 3 things. I just care about Trump because I think he is in favor of preserving the church more than Democrats. So that's why I voted for him.
Okay. Well, you can wait a second. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yes.
Awesome. How old are you?
48.
48. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
What?
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Cool. That gives me the opportunity to kick the guy with the dictator as his profile picture off the live. Okay. What has you questioning your support in Donald Trump or the MAGA movement today?
He made some promises after being elected that I just don't agree with. I don't think that they've come to fruition, to be honest.
Okay. All right. So, can you tell me 3 lies that you know Donald Trump has told since he was inaugurated into office?
He said, I think he said urine is stored in the balls, and that doesn't.
Why do they wait that long to say something stupid? Why wait so long to troll? Okay, I will give it, guys, you don't understand. I will give it to the call-ins. When they want to troll, they're literally polite about it. They'll play along. And then all of a sudden, they'll engage in their trolling. They literally wait a moment and then they engage. It could be that they're working up the nerve. Hey, Amanda, by the way. Hey, Lakin. I know. I'd love for them to get it out early. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
How do you do?
Doing well. How old are you?
All right. I am 68 years old. Is that too old?
No. Can you turn down the stream volume in the background?
Yes, it's turned down already.
Awesome. Fantastic. Thank you. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Of course.
Of course.
Donald Trump. It's not a question of supporting Donald Trump. It never was for most Americans.
Awesome.
It is a question of being anti-insanity. Anti-women's men.
Okay. I
men,
didn't ask
women.
you to monologue. I just asked one simple question if you were still supporting Trump, because I do have a series of questions that I ask in an order, and then we can move on to other things, okay? So can
Okay.
you tell me what has you questioning your support in Donald Trump or the MAGA movement today?
What I support about him? Is that what
No,
you're
that's not what I
asking?
asked. Nope, I asked what has you questioning your support in Donald Trump. So, like, what has you unsure about completely supporting Donald Trump?
I think that Donald Trump is a salesman, and sometimes we salesmen exaggerate, but
You're
I don't
awesome.
think he's a liar. I
No?
think he exaggerates, and it might come back to bite him. That's the only negative that I
So
could
he's an
think of.
exaggerator, but not a liar. So this goes directly into my next question. Can you tell
Okay.
me 3 lies that Donald Trump has told since he was inaugurated into office this year? So that would be 2025. Not his campaign, but since he was sworn into office.
I don't know of any lies.
You don't know of any lies at all. Can't think of any.
Maybe I don't know what you call a lie. If an exaggeration is a lie to you, then maybe many. But I don't know him of a liar. I think he has a difficult time lying. I think that's why he exaggerates. And he might jump the gun, but not a liar.
Okay, he
I
said
don't
he
think by
ended.
habit.
No, it's fine.
I had a. What? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, Donald Trump said he ended 7 wars in 7 months.
Okay, you're gonna pick on that stupidity. He did negotiate 7 different countries,
Mhm.
and he did negotiate. I am familiar with the Congo because I have a business there. They were busy
Okay.
with Donald Trump talking
Mhm.
about it. I have a nursery fish business in Congo and Sudan,
Oh, okay.
and they did tell me that maybe next month they'll get my order in here in the United States because Trump is working. So,
Oh, okay. So because you have an anecdotal story that says that the war is basically ended for the Congo,
yeah,
you
I
go.
mean,
Then why is it that we
hands
have
on,
reports?
yeah.
I'm just curious. Why is it that we have reports of 18 people being killed in the last 6 days in the Congo if the war is
18.
over?
Oh my, is that what you're standing on?
Oh, I'm
Is
sorry.
your
18 just in the last 6
You're
days, sir.
awesome.
Prior to
all right?
that, just in the last
You
2
haven't.
weeks, just in the last 2 weeks of the month of August, there was
I want to tell you
153
something.
Congolese individuals that were killed by the M23 militia group that is funded by Rwandan government. Okay? So no,
Okay.
sir, the war is not over. The war is actively ongoing.
All right.
Right?
No,
People are still
you're worse than
dying. People are
you're
still being
worse than
killed.
Trump. You're worse than Trump. You're
I'm
making up
worse than
stories.
Trump? No, these are not made up
Yes,
stories. You can find
you're
it.
making
Just
up.
because your
You're
trade
making up
partner didn't
stories.
tell you about it doesn't mean that it's not
You're
true.
making up. You're
Oh, I'm
making up
making up
stories.
stories.
I
Okay.
want you to
Yeah.
listen for a
Uh-huh.
second, and maybe you learn something.
No, because
You
I don't
want to
base
learn
your
something?
stories off of anecdotal stories. I don't base
My
evidence
mind,
off your
you're
anecdotal
telling me an
stories.
anecdotal story. There are 52 tribes in the Congo.
Uh-huh.
I
I'm
don't
so
know
glad
if
you
you
know
know
that.
it.
Yep.
I don't know if you know it.
Do you know who the
There are
M23 is? Because
yes,
you didn't even
and
blink at that one.
the Desil tribe.
So why,
The Desil
if we
tribe.
know that the M23 is the
You
group
know,
that
you
is
know,
actively killing people in the Congo,
if
okay?
you're not
If
gonna
they are
let
actively
somebody
killing
talk,
people in the Congo, why didn't
if you're
Donald
not gonna-
Trump negotiate with the M23 militia group that we knew was killing people?
Okay.
Because they didn't sign a deal. They were not involved. Literally after Congo and Rwanda reached their own little trade agreement that also involved the United States,
Awesome.
the
I don't know. I
M23,
don't know.
the M23 militia group literally came
you
out and
know,
said,
you're
we
sitting-
didn't
you-
agree to
no, no.
anything. We're doing our own
No,
thing
no,
while they're
no,
actively
no.
being funded by the Rwanda. We have international intelligence reports that have proven the fact that the M23 militia group is in fact funded by the Rwanda government.
You're right. Do you know that does your listeners that listen to you know that you keep on talking and you don't let the caller talk?
Because
Do
I'm
they
not
know
going to let
that?
you spread your misinformation.
No. You're afraid of me. That's
I'm
the
so
problem.
afraid of you. Yep, I'm so afraid of
Yes,
the
you
anonymous
are.
person on the
There are
internet
50.
that is
You see,
calling
there
on a
you go
phone
again.
line where I can't see
There's,
their face, but I clearly put my face on camera 6 days a week for 2 hours every day. Yeah, I'm so afraid of you.
You're a hero. Now let me tell
No,
you
I'm just
something.
saying, I'm just so afraid of you.
Yeah, I know. You're so cute. 52
Oh, I am cute.
tribes.
Thank you.
that live- 52 tribes live in Congo.
How many live in Rwanda?
firsthand. I know firsthand.
About people that
Spoke
you're
to my
exploiting?
partner. You spoke to my partner. Let
How
me
much
talk.
do
You
they
always
pay
do
slave
that.
wages too?
No, 1 second. You asked me a question. You
No, I'm
jumping
just
from.
curious if your trade partner
No,
pays
no,
slave wages.
I pay by the pound, idiot.
No, I didn't ask
I don't
you.
pay
I said your
wages.
trade partner. I didn't say you.
I pay by the pound. Get that straight.
I
Now,
didn't
I wanna-
accuse you. I accused your trade partner.
All right. Now stop talking for a minute because you can't live with yourself for a minute without
Oh,
talking.
I can't live with myself? I mean, I can
No,
easily just like
no,
take off the
no, you
headphones and then I
can't.
can't hear myself
Can't.
anymore, you know? So it's not hard.
No. Every rebuttal is 50 sentences. Yeah, it sounds bad for you, right? There's
No,
not
I
such a
didn't
comfortable
even hear
call for
anything
you.
you said because I had taken off my headphones and
Alright.
was putting them back
I
on.
want to tell you something. The fact is, when I call up my partner, he says things
Yeah.
are quiet, and you can't take that. He also
I can't
settled.
take that.
No, you can't take peace
Can't.
because it disturbs.
No, I'm
the
sorry.
cause.
Do you know what? I'm just curious. Do you know what anecdotal means?
I'm sorry. Repeat that.
Do you know what anecdotal means?
Anecdotal, yes.
Yeah. So, what's the issue with anecdotal stories that you're telling right now?
My issue is that my story is factual,
No.
and you picked up 6 people that were killed in the last 5 days. It's no peace. It's over.
153 died in the
You
last
don't
2
know.
weeks. 153 were killed in Congo in the last 2 weeks of August. I hope that helps. Since you are
You
so
don't know
upset,
what you're talking about.
if you are,
Do you know
since you
that-
are so
do you know
upset,
that-
you are so
do you know
upset
that-
about me saying
you
the
know
number
that-
18, that you're downplaying it to 6. 18, apparently 1 is not enough for you. 6 is too few. So 153,
cute.
and you're still ignoring the fact that people are dying in Congo because of the M23 militia group that are not stopping. I got
know
it.
it got
Because
I know
1 is
it
not
got
enough for
quiet
you.
because I'm getting in my fish. You are trying to pick on words. You have such a weak case. It's unbelievable.
Oh, so
I
weak that
can't
you're the
believe
one
how-
that
how
said
we-
it's like only
I
6
can't
people were
believe-
killed, so the war is
I can't-
ongoing, trying to mock me,
I
right?
can't
Because
believe
only
how-
6 people were killed because again, 1 is not enough for you.
Wow. You sound like a husband or wife. You don't sound like a political guy that understands anything. Now, in Israel, I
Oh,
think
okay.
Hamas killed 100 people in the last day or 2. Do you think?
Oh, that's endorsed
Do
by
you
Donald Trump. I don't know if you saw that. It was actually just on it was Wednesday last week. It was the 15th. Donald Trump, as he was boarding Air Force One, he had like a little interview and he was asked specifically about Hamas killing rival gangs in Palestine, specifically in the Gaza Strip. And Donald Trump said, yeah, they have every right. They should be cleaning it up. They need to be cleaning it up. We're okay with that. Donald Trump endorsed Hamas killing their rival gangs in Gaza.
He loves them. I forgot. You're right. He loves Hamas. I forgot.
No, I
You're
didn't say he loves
100%
Hamas. I just said he endorsed
yeah, all right.
Hamas's action
Don't
with
finish
killing
here again.
rival gangs
He
in
didn't say
Gaza.
that. He said something
Yeah.
else. He said it's not Hamas that's doing it.
No,
It's
he
the
literally
gangs
said
that
it
are
was
doing it.
Hamas killing
Go
the
back-
gangs.
go
He
back to the
literally
clip and watch it.
acknowledged that it was Hamas killing the gangs. He literally called them rival gangs, that Hamas needed to clean it up before they needed to
Exactly.
disarm.
Exactly.
Right?
Now, did
Are
he
you
make
actually?
it
I have a great question for you. Are you aware that Gaza, sorry, not Gaza, Hamas and Israel, they didn't even sign that ceasefire agreement. It was only signed by the surrounding countries and not the two countries involved.
Yeah, Hamas is not a country, so they didn't
Oh
endorse it.
no, sorry, but it's still a political party.
It's like saying
Are you aware that
MS-13
it
did
wasn't,
not
sorry,
endorse.
let me rephrase it just to make you feel better. Are you aware that the ceasefire wasn't even signed by the two parties involved? It was like not even a single one of them, right? It wasn't signed by Palestine, it
You're
wasn't signed
awesome.
by Israel. It was only signed by the surrounding countries.
Well, it wasn't called, as I understand, and if you read the New York Times ever, the New York Times wrote about it. It was not endorsed by any of the countries that were players here. And Hamas is not a country. It's just like MS-13.
No, it's a political party. It's not the same as
No, they're not.
MS-13. Hamas is
Yes,
literally,
it
okay,
is.
people really don't understand this, okay? Hamas was voted in way back in 2006 as the leadership in power in over Gaza, over the Gaza Strip. People forget about this.
I know.
Now,
When
granted,
was
the
that?
reason why we don't talk about it is because it was so long ago, and the average age of people that live in Gaza right now is 21 years old, which means they were children when this was voted in, right? When they were voted into power and over Gaza, it was done by the people that have since died,
Right,
right?
and Gaza
None of
was
them were alive. The majority of them
no,
weren't
stop for a
alive. The
second.
average age
Stop.
of
No, one
the
second.
Palestinians in Gaza is between 19 and 23. I went with 21 to be in the middle ground. Literally, the average age is 21, which is would have made them 2 years old when Hamas was voted in as their ruler. So, isn't that funny?
Therefore, no, it's not
Oh,
because they never
man.
had another election.
I'm done with you anyways. I could barely hear Grandpa. Anyways, I'll move on to another guest in a second, but yeah. Yes, this Aslan said this in regards to the one caller that was trying to troll. Did a very bad job. Jesse says WREW Pickles, W Polly, 3 soldiers on the front line having to deal with MAGA imbeciles every day, all day. Couldn't be me, man.
You're
Well, thank you,
awesome.
Jesse, so much for the 5. I appreciate that. Yes, guys, there are 2 cats hanging out behind me. You can see the black fluff and then the orange fluff. Okay. Both the kitties are chilling. Thank you for the 2. Apparently not, Jeff. Exaggerations are just that, an exaggeration. They are not lies, according to the last callers. It's very funny. Bro just casually brings up that he's exploiting the Congo and gets mad when Ari fact checks him. That's usually how it goes. It's usually how it goes. Thank you, Giselle, for the jewels. Aslan says, why are the older generation scared to be challenged? He kind of sounded like he was intoxicated, so he could have been. Scion, yeah, so I don't know if you realize this, if you're upset that you got banned in my server, anti-Semitism is literally not allowed in my rules. I think it's even explicitly stated in my rules that you don't get to be anti-Semite. So, yeah. If that's why you got banned, then you were rightfully so. You violated my rules. We don't allow hate speech of any kind. Thank you. Mr. Big Mac, thank you for the 2. I'm good. He was interrupting me the whole time, so I reserve that right. He reminds me of that guy. Taiwan is Taiwan is a part of China and Hong Kong is an island. No, sorry. Taiwan is Hong Kong, according to that guy. So would a single unalivement in the USA from a gang be acceptable to this guy? Why are lost Congo lives more acceptable? Oh, because he just doesn't care. He doesn't care. Thank you, Jeff, for the 20. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Doing well. How old are you?
31. I'm from Louisiana.
Okay. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No, I actually was calling to kind of talk to you about the people that normally call in here. I know I'm definitely against Donald Trump, for sure. it's funny. I live in a red state, and it's mind-boggling to me how people could still support, you know, just the policies and just the fear mongering and the hate and everything. I just don't understand it. You know, I really don't.
I wish I understood it either. Like, I don't understand it either. And listen, it's not to say that the Democratic Party doesn't also engage in fear mongering, because they absolutely do. That is a true statement as well. But
Oh, I definitely agree. I definitely do.
yeah, so that one but there is a point where the difference is that the Republican Party pays $215 million in campaign ads in one singular year, usually within just a 6 month period, to participate in their fear mongering.
Exactly. And you know, and what's crazy too, I see, how we had the No Kings protest again, and they love to sit there and say, oh, like totally bashing on people and saying, oh, they're not peacefully protesting and everything. And it's like, dude, you see how many people, it obviously works, because that's what made them angry, because they're just trying to silence everyone. It's like, no, it obviously worked. It obviously got under your skin, because they're trying to cancel what everybody else is saying, but yet they say they want free speech. Make it make sense.
Oh no, Donald Trump went out on national television and said, we ended free speech. So yeah, but I am going to move on. Thank you, man. I hope you have a good rest of your Monday, okay?
Okay, you too. Bye.
Thanks. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there? Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there? Hello? Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hey there. I just wanted to make a quick comment. I've been spending the whole time imagining what you look like.
Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there? Hello? Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yes, I am. Hello.
Awesome. How old are you?
You're awesome.
I'm 18.
Awesome. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Currently I'm apolitical, but I have questions about it. First of all, I want to start with, do you see yourself as liberalistic?
No.
No? May I ask what you see yourself as?
I'm not affiliated.
Not affiliated. Is that like apolitical?
No.
No?
Apolitical
Well,
typically means somebody that's not interested in politics at all.
I see.
If you actually look up
My
the
question
definition.
my question to begin with was, why shouldn't I, as a person who's leaning right, should not support Donald Trump?
Well, if you're leaning some type of way, then you're not apolitical.
I'd like to consider myself apolitical. Maybe I should say, word it differently. Maybe
You can say
non-partisan.
non-affiliated or independent. That probably suits you
Yeah,
better.
pretty much. I don't believe in the political parties. If that makes sense.
Mm.
So I just as somebody like that, why shouldn't I trust, or why shouldn't I follow somebody like Trump?
Yeah, sure. I'll give you my reasons, and then I'm going to move on. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's my reasons. I personally can never support a Trump that actively goes against articles and amendments of the United States Constitution, jokes about annexing our neighbor Canada as recently as like a week ago with Mark Carney in the White House, right? Talked about buying another country known as Greenland, and joked about taking back the Panama Canal that was rightfully given to them by an act of Congress in 1999 after civil unrest broke out due to our military occupation in the country, and doesn't even realize that he's president of Puerto Rico. I hope that helps.
Okay, yes, I understand. Thank you very much.
No problem. Don, thank you for the 2 jewels. Yeah, you can find it on Fox News, guys. It was literally aired live. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yeah, you're just gonna keep having like your liberal friends call.
Cry from the comments. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
676767.
You gotta say it slower. He hung up on me correcting his troll. That was actually funny. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Doing well. How old are you?
I'm 37.
37. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, I think he's been doing a pretty good job.
Doing a pretty good job. Okay. So what has you questioning your support in Donald Trump or the MAGA movement today?
I'm sorry, say that again?
What has you questioning your support in Donald Trump or the MAGA movement today?
Oh, nothing at all, honestly. I've been watching your stream, and I don't know, you seem to misunderstand some things about like what he's doing, and
A misunderstanding about lies that he tells? Okay, well then tell me 3 lies that I've said that he's told that you wanna go over.
I mean more specifically in terms of like you talk about the threats that he's making, threatening to annex other countries or purchase countries.
Oh, no, did you not
The
also
way that
see me
he's
say he said he was
setting.
joking, right? I said he joked about annexing Canada. Like, I mean, it just happened.
Well, yeah,
Oh, thanks, San.
yeah. It literally just happened.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah, it just happened on
but
this
you said
stream
you
within the
can't
last 10
support
minutes.
you can't support a president who
That
jokes
jokes
about
about it
things
because
like
I think
that.
that's inappropriate as the president of the United States or any leader of another foreign country that thinks it's funny to joke about taking over or absorbing another country and ignoring internationally recognized borders as a president of
Oh,
of any country.
I in my
It's
opinion, I don't think he
inappropriate.
thinks it's funny because
I
it's
don't care. I'm still saying, like, you asked my opinion about why I think it is. It's
he's
not me misrepresenting my own opinion. I think it's inappropriate for a world leader to joke about taking over or absorbing another country and ignoring internationally recognized
You're
borders
awesome.
as a world leader. It's inappropriate.
no, I don't care about internationally recognized orders. What is that?
Borders.
Borders. Okay. I mean, if he offers to purchase a country and the country sells itself to us, like that's. I mean,
They didn't, though. They even held a
they
vote. Do
they
you want to know how
didn't,
much?
and
Do you
we
want to know how
didn't
much voted to say
invade.
yes that they would be interested in joining the United States? Do you know how many people voted to say yes on their poll?
Yeah, not many.
Yeah, less than
But
12%. Isn't that
why?
funny? Do you even know
What
why
what
that they
is
can't even
what is
buy Greenland?
inappropriate though? It's
I'm
not.
sorry.
It's
Do you know
not
why they
about.
can't buy Greenland? Do you know why? The United States could never buy Greenland.
I mean, it's not impossible. It's,
No, it actually quite is. Greenland can't make the acceptance. Do you know why?
you said we couldn't buy Greenland. You didn't
Yeah,
say
do
we
you know
couldn't buy
why?
Greenland from Greenland.
Yeah,
We
you
could buy
can't buy
Greenland
Greenland
from
from Greenland.
Denmark.
Ah, there you go. There you go. It took so long
Yeah.
to get there. Yeah, and even Denmark said
No, you tried to
unequivocally,
make a.
absolutely not.
It is still possible.
No, they said absolutely
The
not.
statement that it is impossible for us to buy Greenland or that we could never buy Greenland is factually inaccurate.
Okay, so just ignore internationally recognized borders, ignore the fact that it is considered its own country, that it has its own constitution. We can just buy a whole ass other country just as long as we offer and they say, okay, because that's still
Again,
appropriate.
nobody's making a moral. I wasn't making a moral argument.
No,
You
I
said,
didn't.
is it
I didn't make it about
possible?
morals. I said I figured
It is
it was my opinion
possible
that
or
it's
not.
inappropriate.
You said ignore. You're trying to make an argument. Ignore borders. Ignore that they're a
It is
country. Ignore that
ignoring
they have
internationally
sovereignty.
recognized borders, a term that you seem to not even understand by your own admission that you don't know what internationally recognized borders are. Did you take a
You know,
geography
borders can
class by
change.
chance?
Yes.
Are you
These
sure?
things are not written in
Have you
stone.
never heard of
Stone. They are.
internationally recognized borders before? Like you missed that in your geography class? Did you take
I
a
know exactly
cartography
what
class? How
I
about
know what a
world
border
history?
is.
Did you take world history?
God, you are more obnoxious to talk to than you are to listen to. I thought you might actually
Oh.
be reasonable.
Oh, well, I mean, if you didn't like it, no one's keeping you here.
You are just trying to over talk and act like you know better and try
Oh,
to catch people on
you didn't even know what
little.
internationally recognized borders were, sir. So when it comes
Who
to
said
acting like
that?
I know, you literally said that.
I thought you said orders. I misunderstood you. And I
Oh.
literally said that
When I
after
said
you said that.
internationally recognized
But
borders
because
about
you
5
can't
times
stop
before
trying to
you
over talk
misunderstood or
people, you don't
mislistened.
actually know what people are saying. So you can't make an argument against anything they're saying
Oh, I
because you
can't
don't know
make,
how to
yeah.
listen.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah, tell me more. I do want to let you know that it is $10 for 5 minutes of your therapy.
Oh, this is
I'm
a waste
sorry.
of
If
my
you're
time
gonna be up
and
here
yours.
crying, then
You're
this
awesome.
counts as therapy.
No, I thought we could actually have a legitimately interesting,
Do you think it
intelligent
would be
conversation.
appropriate if the parliament out of the United
You're
Kingdom said
awesome.
that they wanted the United States back? Would that be appropriate? And
I think
not
that would be
only that,
entirely appropriate, and not only that,
totally
but logical.
okay.
If I was in charge
Logical.
of Britain, I would go, man, I wish America was still part of Britain too.
Yeah, but see, the thing is,
That's
we
just
wouldn't,
the
we would be ruled
logical
by the
opinion to
king,
have.
not by a president of the United States. They would usurp our government as we know it.
No, there's a difference between wanting a thing and being willing to act in a manner that would get you the thing, if that is
Okay.
immoral.
I never
But
made a
if
claim of
Americans
morality.
voted
This
and
was
said,
my
hey,
personal
we would
opinion.
like to be part of Great Britain again,
I just
and
want to
Britain
let you
goes,
know
yeah,
that
we would
you're
like
the
that
individual
too.
that's making a morality claim. I've never made a morality claim. I said this is my personal opinion that I thought it was inappropriate. Inappropriate isn't making a claim towards morality. You are.
Inappropriate is making a claim about morality.
No, it's
Something
not.
cannot be inappropriate unless it's wrong.
No.
How can a thing be
It's
inappropriate without
inappropriate
being
for a
wrong?
world leader. Would you have preferred it if I said unprofessional? Does that make a claim for morality? Inappropriate doesn't determine right or wrong. You can dress inappropriately when you go to work by dressing unprofessional. I'm sorry that you don't understand that the words are not mutually exclusive.
I didn't say they were. I said it implies.
Oh, it implies. It doesn't imply. I'm sorry that you misinterpret.
Okay. Well, even if it's okay, so if it's inappropriate, well, you think it's inappropriate, fine.
This is a little bit too cute
So
for him, but
it's your opinion. So why should we care that you find it inappropriate?
oh, I mean, the last caller asked me why I didn't support Trump, and then you tried to bring up the fact that the things that I said that were my personal opinion for why I could never support Trump. To me, I'm miscategorizing or
Well,
misgeneralizing
he
things
asked you
that he said.
why.
And then you are the one that wanted to question what my personal opinion was. So it sounds like you wanted to know and have more understanding of what my personal opinion was.
Right. And I tried to
Yeah.
have that conversation. And
No,
I
you
think
didn't.
if you want to go back to it, I was trying to make the point that if he's trying to set the background, set the stage, if you will, for his negotiations, and part of that is,
Sure.
yeah,
Is it negotiations when you're putting it out on True Social that Canada is very interested in becoming a part of the United States to be a part of our Golden Dome system that doesn't exist?
You're awesome.
I don't know what any of that
Is
has
that
to
an
do with
offer or
the
is that just like a
annexation of
continued threat?
Canada.
Canada loves us. They very much want to be a part of our Golden Dome system. Very beautiful. I told them they would have to pay $0 if they became the 51st state of the United States of America.
Okay. So he's being tongue-in-cheek. What is
Yeah, which is
inappropriate about that?
inappropriate. It's unprofessional.
Right. So a
Of a world
president should
leader.
constantly be nothing. So So a
You can
president should be
make
nothing
jokes. I
but
just don't think it's a.
constantly
I don't
serious
know.
and
Like,
never
you can
have a
make
sense of
jokes. Like,
humor.
I know people got really mad when Obama made jokes when he was president. Like, people got
Right,
super
and y'all are
fucking
doing the
mad
same thing.
when I said it's literally I brought up 3 specific jokes that you guys want to write off as jokes that I find to be inappropriate. And that is as a
Uh,
world leader
Awesome.
joking about annexing, which does typically involve a use of force, right? As we've seen over
Yeah,
in
so
Ukraine,
so
right? But to
where
talk about
we disagree,
annexing
hold on.
a
You
sovereign
you
nation
you
or
you're missing the point.
purchasing another country or taking back a canal that was given back to a country due to after an act of Congress was passed in 1999 because of civil unrest that broke out in the country of Panama
Awesome.
due to our military occupation there. So what you're asking for is for more rights to break out in another country if we were to take back the Panama Canal, which has never been for sale, right? Like
Oh,
absolutely
it's
has
not an
never been for
either
sale.
or scenario, but
It's literally just never been for sale. Okay. Like they've had offers from various countries to purchase the canal and they say no, 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 no every single time. See, the thing is, Donald Trump is somehow running the United States like he's like he's BlackRock
an
and he gets to
effective
buy
leader.
up all of these countries and consume them and just like we are this monster country that takes it
When has
all
he
up.
ever done that?
Nom 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 nom. When you're talking about purchasing another country, sir, that's literally acting like you're some kind of real estate mogul as a world leader of a whole other
So
country. Talking about
it
buying another country or
in
taking
the
back the
context,
Panama Canal or saying,
ma'am,
hey, Canada's super duper 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 interested in becoming the 51st state of the United States of America. Literally, he just did
you,
that last week with Mark Carney in his office.
within the context of what he's been talking about with other countries paying their fair share, he doesn't want the U.S. to be the
Are
world
you
police.
talking about NATO?
I'm talking about every
No,
single
you said
country.
paying their fair share. He's literally only
Yeah,
used that in about
including
one
like
reference.
Canada.
So you're talking about NATO,
He's
right?
referenced it about Canada and
Yeah,
Mexico as well.
about NATO, right? Can you tell
No,
me
just
how?
about them.
No, he only talks about with NATO. So can you tell me how NATO
Okay,
works? How
so
the NATO
I
funding
won't.
works? Can
Don't
you
believe
tell
my
me about
lying
that?
ears and the things that I've seen.
Yeah. Can you tell me
Jesus
about the
Christ,
NATO funding? How does that work?
that's such an incredibly
You're
broad
awesome.
question.
No, you don't.
What
Do
do
you
you want to know
understand
about? How they
okay.
make their payments?
So if
Who's
we
responsible
say
for what?
so
What
if we
countries
say
have
that
to do what to
the
meet their
countries have to pay
obligations?
their 5%, what does that mean? What is that 5% of their GDP that they're doing? Do you know?
Sorry, say that again. My
So
son
that
came in the room.
5% that Donald Trump negotiated with NATO for all the countries to meet except for Spain because they said nah, bro. Can you tell me like what does that mean? Like where the 5% of their GDP is that going into some magical NATO bank account? Do they owe us that? Do they owe the United States that money?
No. Why would they owe the
No?
United
Okay,
States
so
that?
how does that 5% work that Donald Trump negotiated?
I assume that it goes to paying for the resources that NATO needs: military bases, supply chain. I don't know how their inner funding works. What
Incorrect.
paths it goes through, or what
Mhm.
banks are.
No worries. It's incorrect. And
I
yes,
can't
Chris,
be
that is
incorrect about
definitely
saying
a
that I
lie.
don't know.
Oh
You
no, but the idea
insufferable.
of what you thought it
Jesus.
might have been was incorrect. So the idea that you just spoke was
My
incorrect.
idea is that the money goes to entities that then spend the money for the benefit of NATO. That is absolutely fucking correct.
No,
What
it's
are you
not.
talking about?
So the
So NATO
5%.
does not collect the money.
No, they don't. This is why I asked. There's not some NATO bank
Sorry,
account
the
that
NATO
NATO collects.
members.
Nope, the NATO members don't
Yeah,
collect
they
the money
expect
from
the
other
money to be
countries.
spent on things for the benefit of fucking NATO.
Nope, they don't do it for the benefit of NATO.
Is this another semantic argument about how the money is spent for specific countries, and then but those
Congrats,
countries are
Neva,
members of
on your
NATO?
level up. Nope, it's not spent on specific countries.
Okay, so at some point, do you want to answer your own question, or is there a point to this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to, right? And yeah, that's exactly what he thinks. So no, so it's NATO countries are now supposed to, and this doesn't really start until 2029 when they start tallying it up. They're supposed to spend 5% of their own GDP, gross domestic product, back into their own country's defense funding. It's not going to a NATO bank account. It's literally saying,
Yeah,
"Hey,
so it's
Poland,
going to NATO
spend
members, and we're
that."
going to
It's not
spend more
going
money
to
on
NATO
our
members.
military.
It's going to their own
Yes,
country.
the NATO members are required to spend money on their own
On
militaries
themselves. Yes, correct.
to
But it's not
defend the
going to
NATO
other NATO
members.
members. It's not going
Yes,
to
and the
other NATO
purpose
members.
thereof is for the U.S. to be able to spend less money protecting other nations that are part of NATO because
No.
we spend the lion's share.
No, we don't. Actually, Poland does more of their GDP back into their defense fund. They do
I don't care about their
3.87.
GDP. A country that makes $5 a year and donates $5 ain't donating as much as
Oh
the
no,
US
but
is.
see, you actually have to go
As
based
a
off of their
pure
GDP.
value,
You
I
literally
never
have
said anything
to.
about
Sorry.
GDP.
No, it's because you have to go based off of GDP for these countries because NATO themselves goes based off of GDP. So when I said very clearly
I don't care
5%
if
of
NATO
their
goes off of
GDP,
GDP.
Donald Trump himself goes off of GDP when he made the demand for 5% of their GDP being recycled back into their own nation's defense force. So no, sir, you can choose
Sure.
to ignore the fact that it's called GDP, gross domestic product, and it's not. It doesn't matter what your opinion is. The fact is, it's of their own GDP, and you have to go based off of
But you
their own GDP, point blank,
You can't
period,
deny
because
that
that's
a country
exactly
that
what
spends
NATO
50% of their
has.
GDP
That's exactly what
and
NATO
spends
requires. So
a
you
few
can say,
million
you
or
can
maybe even
disagree
$1
with
billion
it. You
a
can
year on
disagree
it.
with it all you want. But the fact is, this is objective facts. This is not your opinions. Your opinions literally don't matter here because an objective fact states
As
that it's
much as yours.
5% of their GDP. Well, sorry, sir. Remember, I just want to remind you, you called into my show. You gave a shit about my opinion because you asked about my opinion first. But when it comes to NATO's GDP spending
about it well
requirements
before I called,
of the
but-
2% that it was prior to the 5% that now Donald Trump is demanding, it is based off of how much their gross domestic product is as a country, even per what Donald Trump is requiring of them. So I know you personally don't believe that it should be based off of GDP. Well, that's your personal opinion. The
Well, that's
33
not what I
NATO
said.
countries
You're
would fucking
strawmanning me.
disagree with you, including Donald Trump himself, because at least he does have some kind of semblance idea of what economics is, whereas you are sorely lacking. Right? And that's just how it is. Just as you are sorely lacking in your knowledge or lack of thereof of what international policies would be. So I just want to say that's what it is. Like,
Sure.
yeah. So
Sure.
it's literally, and you want to say that we're going
Are-
to spend
are we-
less? Like,
are we-
let's be
are we-
very clear. We're not spending less. In fact, we're going to have to increase our military budget to about to $2 trillion more in order to meet that 5% target of our GDP. So that's, again, like us spending more on the military industrial complex that I heard
Well,
everybody fucking crying about when it came to all of these proxy wars in other countries that Donald Trump was magically going to pull us out of, yet we haven't seen it happen, right? I know he keeps
Whoa,
changing
whoa,
his
we
mind because
haven't?
he can't keep track of it. I only
I'm
kept him
sorry.
up here for
There's
this
been
long
more
because somebody
peace
was
under
like
Trump
said that they
than
were
any other
entertained, but I
president
don't
in
know
our
if they're
lifetime.
entertained anymore. I lost
That
interest.
is ridiculous.
So,
Trump has been the most peaceful
I'm just gonna
president
remind you again,
ever.
sir, that you literally are the one that cared about my opinion for all of your crying about how much you didn't care about my opinion. You literally called in here to be
What
like, you're
crying did I do?
misconstruing the point that you made
No,
about
no,
what
no.
Donald
You
Trump was doing as far as
listen.
what my
In
personal
terms of
opinion
being
was about his
respectful,
unprofessional actions as a head of state of what is
you want to talk
considered to
about being
be
professional.
the
You're being
best
incredibly
country in the world,
unprofessional.
at least to the
You're being
United States
rude
citizens.
and disrespectful.
Like, it's just kind of
is
how
all
it
you're doing.
goes, right? Like, you are literally the person that came up here asking about my opinion about this. So it's really
No, I didn't
fucking
ask
funny
you
that
about
it's
your
not like
opinion. I
nobody
told you that I
cares
think
about
that
your
you
opinion.
misunderstood
Apparently you do.
his
But
purpose in what
like
he
I
was
said,
doing.
I just want to remind you, it is $10 for every 5 minutes of therapy. And it's been 20 minutes, so you owe me $40. I don't expect to get paid. But somebody else might have already paid for his therapy. Let's find out. All right. Thank you, Dawn, for the jewels. I appreciate you. Zot Zed, thank you for the 20. Look, we're halfway there. Half of his therapy is already paid for. There we go. Thank you for the 20. Yes, China, I guess, could buy the United States now, Jeff. According to his logic,
You're awesome.
it could buy the United States. China could. We're up to 25, so we're getting there. Ask caller how we would feel if the UK decided they wanted the colonies back. Well, I kind of did because I did see it. So thank you also for the 5. We're up to 30. And he kind of just said they can do whatever they want. It would actually be smart of them to do it. So he fully endorses Great Britain taking back the United States of America. Doesn't sound very America first to me. Oh, look, here's the 10 from Jen. There we go. We've perfectly covered his $40 for his crying. Dear MAGA, y'all are the biggest bunch of crybabies. Your whining is unbearable. Love your stream, Ari. Well, thank you, Jen. I appreciate it oh so much. Thank you so much. Jesse said, MAGA sure do cry all the damn time. Snowflakes, this is the tip. On top of his therapy because we did so well. $2. There we go. We've got a little bit more. Thank you, Don, for the 2 jewels. We're up to a $4 tip. Caller, what has Trump done for you lately? 334. Absolutely nothing. He's done literally nothing for caller. We're up to $6. Thank you for the tip. Dom says that was an amazing impression, Ari. Listen, guys, I'm gonna be totally honest. My Trump impressions absolutely suck. Okay, I am not good at them. I am not trying to ruin my voice by trying to emulate his voice, so I just do my best with his cadence. Okay. Thank you, Dawn, for the jewels. Joey, thank you for the 5. All right. We're now up to $11. At the dinner table is inappropriate. Performing a Dutch... That's funny. Maybe he would understand that, but I don't think he would. Thank you, Dawn, for the 2 jewels. There's some more jewels here. So Spain is... So is Spain on the NATO standard or NATO premium plan? I hear NATO premium has better missiles than 8K movies. I don't know what plan they're on, if I'm being honest. I think he is too shy to ask you out. Oh, you know what? 334, that could possibly be it. That could possibly be it. Thank you guys for the $16 tip on top of his therapy. I think he appreciates that. Maybe. We'll find out. Also, guys, quick PSA. If you are over on TikTok, be sure to hit that follow button if you are new here. We do this 6 days a week. If you're on the tubes, hit that subscribe button up at the top. If you are on the Purple app, be sure to hit that follow button up at the top. And then, guys, be sure to let everybody know that you're here. Hit that bell icon so you know exactly when I go live. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there? Get help, man. Call 911, not me. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hey, how's it going?
Going well. How old are you?
I'm 37.
37. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Awesome.
Well, I am. I have some issues with the Republican Party, like their media literacy.
Oh, okay. So
You're awesome.
you do have issues with Donald Trump or the MAGA movement, and you said their media
Well,
literacy?
it's just media, like, you know the term, like, lie by omission?
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you take this little grain of something that's true, and then you kind of take it out of context, and, you know, make it something that it isn't. Like, I feel like that happens a lot.
Okay.
I find you do that a lot too, and it's a little frustrating. Like,
Okay.
I
Well,
don't
if you want to
understand why you're
cry
so
about it, you're
confident.
welcome to do it on like your own stream, and I'm sure 3 people will tune in to listen to you.
No, I don't listen. It's not about red versus blue. It's not about your truth or my truth. It's just truth, right? Like, that's all that should matter, right? Like, don't you think so? So,
So I just want to remind people that when I answer the phone, I'm here to talk to you about your points, and I go through, right, my list of questions. And if you want to address anything after those questions, you're welcome to. But see, what we do here is we go through my list of questions. Then if you want to critique, you're welcome to. Maybe if I let you, but tone policing the live is not a good look for you. Also, thank you so much for becoming a member of 334 Kilo 1 Second TikTok. Guys, we do have memberships available over on YouTube. If you become a member, it's the easiest way to support me, and it helps me so much. Someone said, if you don't associate with any party, then why do you only do MAGA support hotline? AMS, that is because it's the MAGA movement, the Republican Party, that is actively in the seat of power. That's why. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yep, hello.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 27.
27. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Not exactly. I just wanted to say you kind of remind me of if a clove of garlic was a person.
I mean, I am white, so that doesn't offend me. Two Wheel. So, hey, Two Wheel. I've never claimed once that this were debates. So if that is your understanding, that this is a debate, you're not correct. So it's literally political commentary. Debates require a moderator and timed responses. Neither of those are present. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I'm actually not yet registered to vote. I just forgot. I'm over 18.
Oh, okay. Are you?
But yeah, I do. I support Donald Trump as much as I can without voting.
Okay. Well, I didn't ask if you voted, so that's totally fine. And thank you, Handy. So what has you questioning your support in Donald Trump or the MAGA movement today?
I don't know. I've heard he's deporting citizens, and he seems to be just, I don't know, going a little overboard.
Yep. I think it's deporting citizens. I'm not 100% sure of. I know they've detained 172 citizens.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
The citizens that I know that they've supported are 4 children. I'm sure there's more, but those are just the ones I know offhand that I've looked into.
I mean, I agree that illegal immigrants should be deported, but I feel like there must be like a better way to go about it that doesn't put American citizens in the wrong place.
Dude, you're preaching to the choir with that one. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Like, no one's gonna. I will be the last person to say that these deportations are being carried out correctly. They are not at all.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you. Is that all right?
Sure. Normally I don't, but go ahead.
All right. I'm curious as to what your opinion is on the U.S. getting involved with the Israel-Palestine conflict.
You mean aside from the fact that Donald Trump can't make up his mind?
I don't really know so much about what's going on. I just know that Trump is getting involved a lot. And
Yes,
I wasn't sure what was going on because
Donald Trump is lusting after a Nobel Peace Prize. Like, he is really thinks that that's a true statement at this point, unfortunately, because he won't stop talking about it. He thinks that by somehow solving the issue between Israel and Gaza, that it's going to get him a Nobel Peace Prize, right? And so I don't know why he thinks that putting boots on the ground would also push forward that at all. Literally don't know. But no, I would not support putting our military armed service members boots on the ground in Gaza.
Oh, he's putting the military in the Middle East
He
and
suggested
Israel and
it. He
Palestine.
said we'll disarm
Ah,
Hamas by force if necessary. And unless his meaning of that is wiping out the entire Gaza Strip, then it would have to be boots on the ground would be the alternative.
okay.
And if
I
we
wasn't
wiped out
aware
the
of that. I was
entire
just
Gaza
talking
Strip,
about
we would be committing a genocide alongside Israel.
yeah, that would definitely fit the criteria for a genocide.
It already fits the criteria. 4 out of 5 points.
What's going on? What Israel is doing? You're saying?
Yes, sir.
Oh. Okay.
How?
Well, I'm going to
Oh,
disagree with you. The information I have is that the population is going up, and as far as I know, the criteria for a genocide say the population has to go down. I'm not saying what Israel is doing is good. I'm saying it's being mislabeled.
No. No. By what criteria are you looking at? Are you looking at what was said, like what was put into place by the 1948 Geneva Conventions? Are you referencing that material?
I'm going by what I was told by
No,
several
you would have
teachers
to
and other.
go. Yeah, I don't really care about your teachers. We have international policy that dictates what is considered, what meets the criteria for a genocide, and there are 5 points under the
Okay.
1948 Geneva Convention. It doesn't have to be a mass annihilation, nor does it have to be that the population is decreasing. I'm sorry that Palestinians are just apparently just want to get it on, and they happen to have a very high birth rate. That's kind of crazy, which also is not necessarily true either.
Okay.
So no, sir. The fact that IDF soldiers purposely aimed and shot off little boy teenage genitalia is all it falls under one of the indications of genocide.
All right.
You know
Well,
who the
I try
International
to.
Criminal Court is? The ICC?
Nope. So another thing I heard for that needed to be part of the definition for a genocide was they were going after a specific race. From what I've heard, they are not going around and rounding up Israeli Arabs, or Israeli Muslims at all.
I'm going to reference you. Okay. Go look up the 5 points that make up a genocide according to the 1948 Geneva Conventions. And just so you're aware, only 1 out of 5 has to be met in order for it to be considered a genocide. And 4 out of 5 have been met by what Israel is doing to Gaza. Okay? Just
I was not aware that only 1 out of 5 had to be met.
Yes.
In that case, maybe it is, probably is, according to what I know.
Just go directly to the source. 1948 Geneva Conventions.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you for educating me.
You're welcome, dude. Have a good Monday.
Yeah, you too.
Exactly, Chris. They are also unaliving Palestinian Christians. I think so too, Lainey. I don't think he was kidding. I really don't. Dude, Trump said he was the most peaceful president ever. Brainwash as hell. I know, right? What do you think about kids that were brought here by parents but really here illegally? So Ace, that's a hard one, right? The children were the only life that they've known. They've never known another life. And so that's why I did agree with the DACA program. And I never agreed with Donald Trump trying to roll back DACA status. So I will say that. They are still technically here illegal, but they're deportable. Doesn't make them a criminal. Illegal is just a way of like dehumanizing people, which I disagree with. Thank you for the jewels. Do you think an Albertan separation movement has traction? No, I actually don't. I don't think that it has any traction. AMS, I will happily critique the Democratic Party when they're in power, when they do stupid shit. Just like I have the ability to give Donald Trump his flowers when he does something right. Trump wants a Nobel Peace Prize so bad you'd think it... Damn! Walosi went hard. Holy shit. Bud was born yesterday. I agree with that, another one. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there? Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yes, how are you doing?
Doing well. How old are you?
I'm 29 and happy early birthday.
Oh, thank you. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I am.
Awesome. What has you questioning your support in Donald Trump or the MAGA movement today?
What has me questioning my support in him?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I guess the biggest thing is like the most recent event was at Three Kings Day to see how many people are against him. And I know he was never like 100% the fan favorite for most people. But seeing so many people in collective, definitely has you thinking about it.
Okay. That makes sense. I think that's the purpose of those peaceful protests, is in order to make open individuals' eyes, right, to seeing what's going on. That it was between 7 to 8 million people showed up on Saturday.
Okay.
All right. So can you identify 3 lies that you know Donald Trump has told since he was inaugurated into office?
3 lies. I guess the first one would be the Iran bombing on the nuclear site. And then he does stretch the truth on a lot of things. Sometimes for credibility, sometimes for stuff like that. I can't think of too many right now. I know some of his numbers he blows out a little out of proportion. But stuff like that are just some of the things I've been seeing.
Okay. Donald Trump says he ended 7 wars in 7 months. Does that sound correct?
To an extent, he could have. But it says if it was just him solely, or if he was a part of that, that's where you can kind of like where you want to put your gray line.
Okay. So do you happen to know any one of the 7 wars that he claims? I actually have the full list because he listed them all out at his UN summit speech. So do you know of any of the ones that he's claims that he ended?
Well, of course, the biggest one is going to be the ceasefire between Iran and Israel.
Oh, no, this was yeah, that one. Yeah, okay.
The one we're at right now, that's one of them, I think, right?
No. The Iran and Israel, so this was before the UN summit was back it was last month. Also,
that wasn't
TikTok,
part of
get
the
to
7 then.
tapping the screen, please. No, Iran and Israel was a part of his 7. It's literally the first one he actually named, I believe.
Okay. I think there was one between India and Pakistan.
Mm-hmm. That would be one of them. All right. We're at 2.
And he says there was one we didn't even know was a war. It was like 2 European countries. I can't remember it right away. He said he solved it before it became a bigger issue. And that's all I kind of remember.
Okay. Here's the list. Iran and Israel, Egypt and Ethiopia, the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Rwanda, Armenia and Azerbaijan, Cambodia and Thailand, India, Pakistan, Serbia, and Kosovo. Can you tell me what was going on between Egypt and Ethiopia?
No, I don't know too much about that. I do know about Thailand and Cambodia.
Yeah, I'll get to that one in a second. So Egypt and Ethiopia, Not a war. Never was a war. It's a diplomatic dispute over a dam built in over the Nile
Okay.
by Ethiopia. And all it has been is a diplomatic dispute where they just keep going back and forth talking. Okay. And they've been at it for years where it's never escalated. And they're still in their dispute actively to this day. So the dispute is still ongoing, but he says that he's ended some kind of war when it never was a war.
Okay. Was it on the verge of war?
Nope.
Okay.
They've never once threatened any military escalation.
Did he help like mediate it and try to like relieve some of the pressure?
Nope, because it's still ongoing to today.
I know, but saying, did he help at all during that conflict?
Nope. The only thing that he did
He
is
didn't?
he's got an agreement that whenever they solve their conflict, that he gets some kind of trade deal. But he didn't do anything.
Okay, so he has something for like the future whenever it does resolve.
Yes, for the United States to get a benefit out of it, not that he did anything. That's all it is. He's getting us a benefit out of them ending their own diplomatic dispute that he claims to have ended since July. Because he's been saying
Okay.
ended 7 wars in 7 months since July.
Yeah, that was him stretching the truth. But would you
It's
say it's
not
good that
ended.
he's trying to look out for? I know. It's not ended yet, and that's part of him stretching the truth. But do you
No,
think
he
it's good that he's
hasn't
looking
done
out for
anything to
America's future
assist
interests?
them. There's no signed trade negotiation that we have with Ethiopia or with Egypt over the Nile. There's literally
I
nothing
understand.
signed, which means that we don't even
I
have a
understand.
deal. That's just what he talked
Okay.
about, is us working
Okay.
into a deal, but there isn't one. So there's no stretching it. It does not exist. He's just
Do you
outwardly
think it would
lying.
be in the work?
No.
So there's zero truth to that.
Nope.
Okay.
Cool. How about Serbia and Kosovo?
I have no idea about that war at all.
Yeah. So they had skirmishes and conflicts in 2019. And they had
Okay.
had nothing since. But he claims to have ended it since he was in office in 2025.
Okay. I get you. So it says online he was a peace process. He was a high-level mediator for the joint declaration. Would you say that's kind of true?
Joint declaration between...
Armenia and Azerbaijan.
No, because if you actually dig into it further, the agreement that they signed, right, is something that Azerbaijan and Armenia drafted in March of 2025 prior to Donald Trump even getting involved. It's something that they had already previously drafted together, and all it was an agreement to move towards a peaceful resolution. And that's all that
Okay.
they've signed, right? And so nothing else has occurred between Armenia and Azerbaijan because Azerbaijan is demanding that Armenia no longer claims a part of their land that's internationally recognized as Armenia's land. But in order for Armenia to do that, they have to change their constitution, which requires a vote by their people. And they still have
Yeah.
not, to this day, called a vote on their population to change their constitution and no longer recognize that land as their own. So all they have done is succeeded in achieving a ceasefire, so they've stopped hostilities, but they're still on edge and they both still have military forces on both sides of what they claim to be their land.
Okay. Well, that kind of happens, those kind of things.
Right, but
when they
Donald
both
Trump, all he did was have them
Yeah.
in office and they shook hands. Because see, if people actually watched what happened, like and watched and listened, One of the
Yeah.
guys stood up, and sorry, I can't remember which country he was with, but he was like, "Hey, is there anything that we can sign right now?" And Donald Trump's like, "Oh, we don't have anything ready for you to sign, like in front of the camera." So they literally signed a blank piece of paper in front of the camera, and then went back and signed their own agreement that they drafted up and had drafted up since March of 2025, because Donald Trump didn't do anything except for have them in for a meeting for an agreement that they already planned to sign.
All right, I'm gonna ask you, I guess, a follow-up question about that. Why didn't they just do it over there?
Why? Oh, because people believe in browning up their nose for Donald Trump.
Okay, and why is
Or I'm
that?
sorry, I guess it would be going orange.
Okay.
Cheeto dust and
Yeah.
all that.
So I gotcha. So why did they feel they had to go to the US to do that? Why couldn't they just do it in their home
Oh, because they all
con
believe in currying favors with Donald Trump. And Donald Trump has proven that he's able to be purchased by foreign leaders if you just rub shoulders with him, rub elbows, tell him that he's the greatest person ever alive, and that you'll nominate him for a Nobel Peace Prize, that he's so upset he spaghetti that he didn't win.
So it sounds like in the very smallest amount of effort, he did contribute to that peace talks.
Yes, by having them sign an agreement that they already had finished in March of 2025. Yep, most assuredly. So he gets a participation trophy, right?
Yes. Okay, that's
I
one.
thought
All
the
right, next one.
Republican Party didn't believe in participation trophies.
It's not a participation trophy. They went out of their
It
way to
is.
come by to have him as a mediator.
No, because they signed it after.
Okay, well, they still went there, and it would have happened if he wasn't there. Why
Yeah.
didn't it happen under Biden?
Oh, sorry, sir. Who was in office in March of 2025?
No, before that. Why didn't they do it before
They didn't
that?
draft up, again, sir. They were
Oh,
still
okay,
working and
2025.
negotiating, right?
Yeah.
They were still working and
Gotcha.
negotiating on their own plan that they signed themselves, right? That
Okay.
they finished
Yeah.
and finalized in March of 2025.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a thank you for all that information. But at the end of the day, they want to do in front of his eyes, in front of his supervision, at the White House. And to me, that
Mhm.
just speaks volume. It just really does
It
speak volume.
doesn't, because again, it's just a participation trophy and proves that Donald Trump can be bought. I mean, not only to mention that he's already proven that, where now Apple is exempt from any tariffs that are placed on other foreign countries. Like all Apple products are exempt from tariffs because Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, brought Donald Trump a gold-plated trophy, right? Like the bottom of it is
Mhm.
24 karat gold, and they're like, here, we're contributing $600 billion to our economy of the United States of America. And Donald Trump's like, thank you for the trophy. Next day, Apple is now exempt from all tariffs placed on foreign countries. This
All
was
right.
done
So
on literally, like, this is why leaders know that all they have to do is schnoz up to Donald
Yeah.
Trump and he's putty in their hands, because he
So what do you
demonstrates it
think?
on national television that gets streamed internationally.
Yes.
And so they know, well, if we do this, we can curry favor from him for whenever we're done. So they were currying
Okay.
favor.
I think he's a strong president, and I think he's viewed as
Is it
powerful among the
strong
world.
when you show people that you can literally be bought?
It's called. I see that. Well, I'm seeing it from a different point of view. I'm seeing it more of like leveraging power and like using the cards you're dealt with to kind of win better hand.
Uh-huh.
And what sometimes you do need to be buddy, and that's in business in general. You need to scratch someone else's back, they scratch yours. And when times of desperate times where you need to call favor on one of those people, you have a little bit of rapport and you have a little bit of a relationship with them. Doesn't say you have to do every single thing they say,
Mm-hmm.
but
That's
it
why he
could be a
keeps
sign of good
turning.
faith.
That's why he keeps saying that Ukraine's gonna win the war, and then turns around and is like, "Oh, Putin said that he would nominate me for a Nobel Peace Prize, so now I'm turning around and telling Zelensky that, hey, buddy, you actually need to, just give up the land. We'll work it out later. You just need to let it go right now." And maybe we'll work it out later, but we don't need to do that right now. You just need to give up. You're not going to get any more weapons from us. Because again, Putin's going to nominate me for the Nobel Peace Prize for 2026. So it's okay, buddy. You just need to give it up.
Okay, so you're saying that President Zelensky influenced the
No,
prospect of a
I'm
Nobel Peace.
saying that
Yeah.
Donald Trump is weak on the global stage, and he has literally proven it for how many times that he flip-flops on issues because somebody has given him a literal bribe in some way, shape, or form. Literally being like, "Oh, Putin says he will nominate me for the Nobel Peace Prize," right? That's Putin's idea of a bribe because he knows what Donald Trump wants, because Donald Trump is like a 5-year-old toddler throwing a temper tantrum, going on his True Social post and going, I should have won the Nobel Peace Prize. It should have been mine. I've done so much work. I want the Nobel Peace Prize. It should have been mine. Shame on the Nobel laureates. And Putin's just like, the Nobel laureates did Donald Trump dirty. They have no more credibility. They didn't give Donald Trump the Nobel Peace Prize after this deal that he worked out between Israel and Gaza. You know, the deal that Donald Trump's like, I got them to sign it. I walked away. The rest is for them to figure out. And literally, Israel has violated the ceasefire agreement that, by the way, they didn't even sign. It was signed by all of the surrounding countries, but it wasn't signed by the two parties actually involved. So that's even more funny. But Israel is just like, I'm going to violate it, and we're going to continue to violate the ceasefire, and then unilaterally decide that now the ceasefire is back on because we've dropped bombs on Gaza and killed more people.
He has done a lot
No,
in
he
the grand
hasn't.
scheme of things. And
He
if you look at his
hasn't.
last term, Okay.
What's the outcome between Israel and Iran? What is that outcome at the end of the day? Iran has said, now we're going to make
ceasefire.
sure. No, the outcome of that at the end of the day is Iran saying, now we're going to make sure that we have WMDs. That's what the Ayatollah
Okay.
of Iran has come out and said since this 12-day war was ended by Donald Trump, was that now for sure they're going to make nuclear weapons. And then not only that, Iran went together with other nuclear powers that already have nukes, right? They already have the capacity for nukes. Okay. And they all sent and signed a joint letter, sent it to the United Nations, and declared that they need to terminate the nuclear deal with Tehran. Iran, Russia, and China all signed a joint letter and said that they need to terminate. They declared that the nuclear deal was terminated. So the JCPOA that Donald Trump pulled us out of back in 2018, that actually kept them from getting to nuclear refinement capacity, right?
Yeah.
Which is the only thing that actually kept them from increasing it. And then we blew up, we attacked their 3 nuclear bases that actually had
right.
our testing monitors from the IAEA within there that didn't require people to show up, right? Because they actually have 7. People don't realize that they have 7 nuclear facilities in Iran, right? And he only attacked 3 of them. Okay. And he only attacked the 3 that had the measuring tools from the IAEA inside of them, which is why we knew on a monthly basis what percentage their uranium was enriched to. And now that's gone.
Okay.
So that's why
Yeah.
the Ayatollah is like, yeah, so that JCPOA that Donald Trump unilaterally pulled out of, well, now I've got Russia and China by my side because Donald Trump dropped bombs on my country, and all of them agreed that
Yeah.
that was fucked up, bro. So now we're definitely going to make WMDs, and that's why we're totally tearing up the JCPOA.
So that was because it was an imminent nuclear threat. That was
No, it
literally
wasn't.
because they were almost. Yes, it was. We can't play around with
Why
that.
did
We can't
Tulsi
take
Gabbard
chances
say
on
that they didn't have nuclear weapons then? The director of national
even-
intelligence.
Yeah.
Why did she
If they
say
didn't have their
in March and April and in May of
yeah
2025 that Iran
yeah
did not have nuclear weapons? Why did she say that?
they're because they didn't. Yeah, they're on the capacity of being able to
And
produce
they've
them
been
very
on that
relatively
capacity.
quickly.
I have news for you. They've been on
Yeah,
that
I'm listening.
capacity since 2019 and have never reached it. Again, we had measuring tools in place from the
Yeah,
IAEA that measured
yeah,
what percentage their uranium was enriched to, and they had not budged past it
yeah,
for 6 years, even though they had the full capacity to do so with all of their
yeah.
scientists. But they did not move
Yes.
past it for 6 years. And we know that again because the IAEA
Yeah.
had all of their tools measuring it and they released their reports on a monthly
Yeah.
basis.
Do you know what the 3 plants were called?
Off the top of my head, no, I don't know the names of them.
It was Natanz, Fordow, and Afshat. The Natanz was Iran's main enrichment site.
Mm-hmm.
The Fordow was a smaller but heavily fortified underground site,
Mm-hmm.
making it difficult to essentially target, and it could withstand attack.
Yeah.
And the last one is critical for processing uranium before it's sent out for enrichment.
Mhm.
These 2 were all largely connected, and they were strategically hit at the same time.
Yeah. And you know what
The
else we
goal
have
was
is we have
to
satellite images that show Iran
yeah.
emptying out those facilities before we hit them. And they have
Okay, you
4
know,
other sites that
yeah.
are still operational. Oh no, he's right on the
Well,
names. I just couldn't remember them offhand. I just had to hear them.
I understand. Either way, I think it was a good display of power and to
It
show that
wasn't,
what
because
we're
that was actually
capable
what
and
you said you
capable of.
disagreed with. The B-2 bombs have been used before. They were literally used in Afghanistan. So people are very aware of what our B-2 bombers could do. So
It's
that's
not
not
so
true.
much what we can physically do, and more like what we're willing to do, if that makes sense.
Oh, what we're
So
willing to
we
do? So
understand
the president of peace is willing to not uphold peace. Got it.
it's part of peace. It's part of trying to
No, it's
trying to
not.
get nukes off the table.
No, what was trying to get nukes off the table was keeping and complying with the JCPOA that Donald Trump pulled us out of in 2018. Because if we hadn't been pulled out of that, there is quite literally a very distinct possibility that they would have never gotten to the point that they did.
So we were just supposed to let them make as much as they want to. We're supposed to let them make as much
Do you
nukes
know
as
what
we
was
can.
entailed by the JCPOA?
No, tell me.
Are you aware that it restricted them from going over the 10% enrichment?
I doubt they're going to follow that. I doubt they're going to follow
Oh,
that.
just because you believe that they followed it, you do realize they followed it for 3 years.
They followed it for 3 years. Oh wow.
They did, right? And then Donald Trump unilaterally decided that the United States was no longer going to be a part of it. And because one country pulled out of the JCPOA agreement, they were like, okay, the biggest country that's actually important for the JCPOA no longer wants to be a part of it. We're not going to uphold it. So they literally started enriching their uranium a lot quicker. They literally went from a 9% enrichment to 60% enrichment in a year. But then they
Okay. Do you know what?
stopped. For the next
Yeah.
6 years, they didn't move further to the point that
Yeah.
their director of international intelligence, right? Tulsi
Mhm.
Gabbard said 3 times, right, that they don't have nuclear weapons. And then there just happened to be one day where Donald Trump was interviewed. They're like, well, Tulsi Gabbard says that they don't have nuclear weapons. And he's like, well, she's wrong. I don't know where she gets her information from, but she's wrong. So then literally the next day, Tulsi Gabbard's like, yes, Iran has nuclear weapons.
Okay.
Because she didn't want to
Do
lose
you
her
know
job.
what the hot hand?
Dude, I'm done.
I got you.
I hope
No,
you have a
wait.
good rest
Well,
of your
I'm not done.
Monday. I'm sorry. It's just so crazy to me that people want to like somehow endorse this or make it a thing. Like, sure, AMS. If I can get someone else to talk about it, I will. 3 lies, him everything. That's funny. Thank you, Kilo. Aslan, I think you changed your mind. He's not good enough to keep. Wampa, Summer was making sure that the bed was comfortable enough for her. We now have all of the animals behind me. Thank you, Eric, for the 199. I appreciate you. Guys, can we over on the tubes, can we get 4 more new members? That would be fantastic. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hi, yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. What country are you calling from?
I'm calling from Canada, but I am an American citizen.
How old are you?
38. Yeah, just so a few points on your last one. The IAE did.
No, I'm good. People still are not understanding that I'm not continuing a conversation from the last person. If I wanted to have a conversation on one thing, I would make that my entire background. We do this in my order. Thank you for calling. Okay. I don't know Tortilla where they were from. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 24.
24. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, what has you questioning your support in Donald Trump or the MAGA movement today?
No, I just had a few more comments on that last.
If you're going to say that you have a few more comments about the last caller, I will just hang up on you. I want to talk to you about your points. I promise you the last caller doesn't need you to stand up for them. They were adults. They can make their own points and defend themselves. It's really weird that you guys want to like come up here and defend each other. It's getting a little strange. Tiki Talk, we've had a lot of people in here and y'all are just not doing the likes today. We should have already been at 175,000 likes 9 minutes ago. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there? Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Trump, baby, Trump.
Is that all you got?
Trump, baby, Trump.
Hello, are you okay?
Trump.
Are those the only words you know?
Trump.
Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there? Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
I am 18.
Are you still supporting Trump?
Yes, I am.
What's your date of birth?
April 23rd, 2001.
That's not 18. Thank you for calling the MAGA support. People can't math, guys. Well, okay, AMS. So, India and Pakistan, real quick, while we're waiting for... Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Niggers! Niggers! Niggers!
Just could not wait to get that one off your chest, huh? All right, so when it comes to India and Pakistan, Pakistan is the only one that said that they actually had a conversation with Donald Trump. Pakistan even said at the United Nations Summit that India had no idea that Donald Trump spoke with Pakistan. And India is very vehemently about all international parties staying out of their political disagreements with Pakistan. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hi there, I am. How are you?
Doing well. How old are you?
I am 31 for
31.
1994.
Okay. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, I still support him. I have my doubts here and there, like most people.
Okay. So then what has you questioning your support in Donald Trump or the MAGA movement today?
Yeah, the weird solidarity in regards to demonizing the First Amendment speech. For example, You can't claim in one hand that you're being censored, even though it's pretty obvious that you are. But on the other hand, then start to do the same things that the other side was doing, which both sides of the political aisle are very guilty about. So that's a both sides thing, but that really makes me nervous.
Yeah, people really do forget that it's usually what we see happen. I would like for it not to be the case, but we do sometimes see what goes around comes around, right?
Regretfully, right?
Yeah.
I've noticed this happening since around the Reagan administration. The Reagans do something, Clintons push the envelope a little. Next administration pushes even further. And I do actually am getting to the point where I am fearing us heading in a civil war within the next 5 to 10 years. Lord forbid. But it's just that demonizing of both sides is unhealthy psychologically and even for national identity purposes.
Oh, 100%. I would agree with you.
Yeah, I don't know if Trump is the catalyst that started it, but I think it's definitely something that happened around Bush, and it's been getting progressively worse. But honestly, Trump's foreign policy, pretty excellent. Not gonna lie, especially with the amount of peace deals that have happened in a short amount of time.
Can you tell me 3 lies that Donald Trump has told since he was inaugurated into office?
3 lies. Let's see here. Yeah, there's quite a bit of them because he is a politician, so they do have a good way of just making it seem like it's water. Let's see. 3 lies. I guess lasting peace would be one of them. For example, the one currently over there in the Palestine, right? To call it a lasting peace, which is a very hopeful thing, but to say it is a lasting peace, I don't know.
Okay. 2 more?
That's one. Yeah, 2 more. That's going to be a challenge. Hold on. My algorithm is against me. Let's see. I think the other one would be the mobilization of troops into domestic territory. Like, for example, what they did with the Marine Corps and the border is they did an area within U.S. property or U.S. bounds, and they declared that almost like a demilitarized zone. But legally, they were able to do that so they could station Marines there. So that kind of really makes me nervous. But how they spin that, you literally took like open land and put military on it, but just declared it's this type of land so you could put military on domestic grounds, which is you're not supposed to do. That's a red flag. Third one. You're making me dig, my dude. Third one here.
Awesome.
Let's see. All right, can I phone a friend, or could you be my friend here and help me out with the third one?
Sure, I'll even throw you a bone for what you said earlier, or what you were trying to go into about why you're still supporting Donald Trump. 7 wars in 7 months he's ended.
7 wars in 7 months?
Yeah, that's what he claims. You were bringing up all the
I'm
peace
not
deals,
sure.
so figured this would
Yeah,
go right into it.
Yeah, no, I think the peace deal's happening. Yeah, that's a thing. But in regard, like I said, the lasting peace, like an actual peace deal, I don't know.
Well, he claims he ended these wars. So we'll start with one that somebody already requested that I was trying to get into. So we'll go into it this way. India and Pakistan.
Yeah, those two hate each other.
do.
Man. Oh,
They do.
They hate
really
each other
do.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's sad I laughed, but it's like, I think the most telling part of how much they hate each other is, like, I think at the peace summit in Israel, while Trump is making an announcement, he turns around. I forgot if that was the Indian prime minister or the Pakistani president, and he's like, "You guys are gonna behave, right?" And you see, like, the freaking prime minister gets this Cheshire cat grin on his face.
Like, yeah, wink, wink. Yeah, we're gonna behave. Yeah, we're gonna get along.
Yeah, it was
So,
Pakistan. And then after that, you can hear the leader of Pakistan asking Donald Trump to meet with Eric or Trump Jr. because they have property for him to look at to buy. They're literally caught on hot mic, him dropping that there's property that he wants them to look at.
yeah, I'm pretty sure there is. I'm pretty sure there is, and I'm pretty sure it's probably excellent property too. I'm not gonna lie, considering it's Pakistan and they have beautiful lakes. But yeah, so but the one thing though, the Pakistan-U.S., Pakistan-Afghani-India relationship, like, goes back to the Sino-Chinese War, and like and just a complicated kerfuffle of a policy-making decision in that
Oh, that was
administration of the
Indonesia.
time.
Thanks, Deborah. I'll correct myself. That was Indonesia that he turned that had that conversation. No problem.
Oh, dude, is that the people on that chat?
Yeah, I do read the comments.
Oh, they're savage. All right, no, fair enough.
No, I mean, I'll take the correction.
No, fair enough. You're like me. You're just whatever. You're just trying to like do the right thing. Say like be accurate. I get it. So yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's like the U.S. relationship with Pakistan during that time was like completely got soured. So we've been struggling ever since to establish a good stance with Pakistan, and especially that Obama era Osama bin Laden raid. That was bad. That really hurt the foreign stance with Pakistan-U.S. relations. So I don't know what the heck Trump's got going on, but he must be giving them something for them to start getting this friendly. And when I mean something, it's probably in the realms of military armament, which then you have a problem because then you're giving F-15s or something to India, and they're definitely going to use it against Pakistan. So you're like arming each other so they can like use them so you could start selling them more money, which is a good business move, but it is not good for the soul. Anyways, thanks for giving me a space to air out my thoughts. This is what keeps me up at night.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, this has been cathartic.
All
Well,
right.
I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, quite frankly. You've been a pleasure to talk to, and I appreciate the space.
No problem. You have a good one.
Yeah, talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. No, I don't, Brenda. Yeah, there is like literally I don't know if people realize this, but Google Voice is free. If you guys are somehow paying to call in, can you tell me who I need to call to get my check from y'all paying? Because it's sorely lacking and it's missing and it doesn't exist. Like, do you guys want me to like here, I'll even here we go. I'll do you guys a solid, okay? See if I can get into my own number. Ready, guys? Why is it going straight to voicemail? That's actually interesting. We will refresh the page here. Also, it's really hard to dial with one hand, I'll be honest. Did I block my own phone number? Because that would be pretty funny. Is keeping the tariffs on India. That doesn't surprise me. Thank you, Mario. Yeah, goes all the way back to JFK going against Israel. It's not connected to this. Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
I'm here. I'm actually on the Twitch stream. I was just calling to make sure your number was working. Keep it up. I
Did
love
you
it.
have to pay money?
I did not have to pay a damn dime.
Damn. Gosh, I was hoping you
I'm
did.
sorry I
Maybe
couldn't help you out on that.
I need to find this extra source of revenue.
We'll help you track it down.
All right, we'll do that.
Just
Yeah.
have a good night.
Nobody has to do it. Yeah. Thank you. You know what, Eddie? That's probably what it is. It's probably the IP. I think last time I did it, it was over a VPN. You're probably right.
Source revenue.
Thank you for calling the MAGA support hotline. Are you there?
Hello there. This is Clown Gaming Media. I'm the guy that was in the chat that was watching and whatnot, one of the viewers that came across your live stream and whatnot. And do you guys accept cryptology stuff?
What stuff?
Cryptology. Cryptic stuff.
What do you mean?
Well, I got a whole bunch of a list that your viewers and you can look it over later, if that's fine.
Okay.
All right. I personally am not going to say everything, but I'm going to let something else say it for you guys. But let's just say.
Yeah. I'm so confused. It's not crypto. Sure, you're welcome to send it over to me on Discord. Oh, I don't know how else to get it to me. Because that would mean it's too big for... I'm okay. No. No. Oh yeah, this is going down conspiracy lane. Yes, so conspiracy it is I know you don't think it's conspiracy theories, but the platforms consider it conspiracy theories. He said he sent it to the FBI and they haven't returned it to him. Dude just said he's in danger. You're not the only one, Potato. I know, guys. Finkel. Okay, well, dude, it's not that I don't believe you. It's just not relevant to my stream at the moment, and it's also close to the time that I end. I know that sounds like you've listened to me before. I typically only stay on for 2 hours, which means 9 o'clock Eastern time is my. You won't stop. I know you can't, Chris. It's on purpose. It is on purpose. Okay. Would you play it for a voicemail and then I can listen to it after? Okay. Yeah, no, literally Discord is the best way. You
How
you
would I get
can
to that with
link
you?
it's the link tree in my bio and it sends you to my server and then you'll be able to message me.
Okay, I might be able to message you in small snippets.
Okay. It's this like
But yeah,
literally my Discord is the same as my streamer tags just without the 0.
yeah. And it was not like 100% this that got me into a little bit of having packages at my.
Sounds great. All right, thank you.
If I ever disappear in the future, just know that I love everyone and whatnot and everything else. God is with them. God is great. And God is glorious. See you
Yes,
guys
sir.
later. And peace out, everyone on the stream and everything else like that, okay? I will be hearing from the person. Maybe I'll be hearing from you, who knows. But yeah, I will get you a lot of the information.
No problem, man. You have a good rest of your Monday and stay safe.
Yeah, you too. Much love.
Yes, Finkel, that's what this is supposed to be, is for emotional support hotline for the emotionally wounded Trumpensies is probably the best way to go. Thank you, Yushena Art, for becoming a subscriber, and also you gifted a sub. House of Pancakes W for receiving a sub for Yushena Art, and I know I'm saying that wrong, and I'm so sorry. I don't want to. No, I don't want that travel. I don't want that, Casey. Yes, DM me on Discord, guys. That's it. Thank you. So thank you, Finkel, for the 20. TikTok, I'm gonna mute you for a second. For me not talking, please double tap the screen for me, and if you're new, hit that follow button. I'll be back in just a second. Over on YouTube, over on Twitch, thank you guys for dealing with me through everything for the last 2 hours. Typically, we've been ending with more people in the live, but the last 2 callers kind of... Well, people do tend to leave. That just kind of happens. Okay. Y'all have a good rest of your night. I'll be back on live 7 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Oh, let me think. Yay, that is so... Finkel says, yay, that is so wonderful. Those poor souls need all the help to cope after Saturday's turn. Let's get some W's, Finkel, in all the chats. That's so, I love that one so much. We're gonna leave that up there for a moment. All right. YouTube, Twitch. Subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, both of which are free. After you subscribe or follow, hit that bell notification so you know exactly when I go live. Oh, I did say it correctly. Guys, I'm trying to figure out something. Alerts, analytics, community. Okay. But we're gonna end it on the portrait on YouTube for a second. Okay, bye guys. All right. We're still up on the landscape on YouTube for a second because I want to figure something out. Guys, over on, I'm trying to see. How do I send a raid, Aslan? Pop out. I'm trying to see this. Guys, bear with me. Kind of want to, like, you know, do a thing. I'm still over here on TikTok. Guys, keep tapping the screen. I don't know if Aslan's still in here. Viewers, how do I send a raid? I don't know how to do this. Says alerts, analytics, community, content, monetization, settings, viewer rewards, stream together, streaming tools, charity, extensions. I don't get it. Without the... Guys, I'm trying here. I'm trying to learn something. I'm not good at learning new things on the fly. Okay, who needs to... Who can we raid over on the purple app? Listen, okay. We have TikTok helping out too. Thank you, Jackie. So what you just do... Who can we raid? Purple app, help me out. Twitchies, help me out. Who has someone we can find to send a raid? And the only reason why the landscape is still up, guys, is because I can't end without... I also would be ending Twitch, and I'm trying not to. Is he live? Hassan doesn't need a raid. Hassan typically has like 47,000 viewers in his Twitchy stream. He's live? Okay. Can you, Aslan, can you type it, send it to me in over Discord, and I will... Anybody? He needs someone to... Oh, God. I don't disagree with you, Walosi. I heard about that. See, like, even Potato's agreeing with you. And he said not to do that. Follower goal met over on the Twitchies. Yeah, he also definitely doesn't need a raid. Yeah, he's on the naughty list. You can go live, Twatness. I'll raid you over on TikTok. I'm saying, like, over on the Twitchy apps. No, I don't. See, I don't want to do that. Send me a different name. Send me a different name, Aslan. Who is Salty Bet? Well, OC, do you know their tag? Do you want to type it out and Aslan will send it to me? Is there an agency Zoom? Maddie's not in mine, Martina. She went with somebody else. So I don't know if there is one. Yeah, I don't have anything, Martina. She went with somebody else. She has a different agent. No, there's no meeting. Is that who it is? It's not a person? That's a bot? Good night, Yushana. Yes, it's a positive thing, Potato. So it sends everybody in here to them. Do you want me to do angry bubbles? Is that who you want me to do, Aslan? I'll send it over there. So we do /raid. Oh. Does that work? No, that didn't work. Okay, /raid. Salty bet? No. I tried that. It didn't work. It says invalid username. Okay, guys, I'm ending on TikTok. I'm so sorry. I've kept you hostage. If Twatness is live for FFS. Hold on. Thank you guys for the 200K over on No, she's not live yet. Okay, I don't know. Y'all go wherever you want over on TikTok. Okay. Bye, guys. I'm ending it. Yeah, no, I'm not holding y'all hostage anymore. Bye on TikTokies. Love you. Good night. See you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Okay, that's done. Okay, this is for ASMR streamers, so we'll just do this. There we go. This channel has follower, subscriber only chat. But there you guys go. Go over there. I'm finally going to end. Thank you, YouTube Landscape, for staying with me as I learn how to use Twitch. There we go. We did it. Okay. Sorry, guys. I am so sorry. I'm trying. I'm learning my stuff. Okay. Y'all have a good... I don't know. Y'all have a good night. I don't normally keep you on this long. Go enjoy some ASMR over on Twitch. Yeah, you guys were held hostage. I'm so sorry because I'm streaming with Twitch through and YouTube Landscape jointly because of the Landscape version. But hey guys, hold on before you leave. Listen, that's not what I wanted to turn off. You guys get to see this clearly. You guys like my mermaid in the background? Isn't it cute? Thanks, guys. Okay. You guys get to see the full mermaid in the background. At least you haven't actually shouted at someone when you try to give them a shout out. Hey, I try. I don't know what that means. Okay. Y'all have a good night. I'm going to end. I'm going away. Goodbye. Love y'all. I got to eat dinner. I'm so